How did everything go earlier?
Fine. Might have found a suitable new candidate. Ready? On site. What is the plan?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier.
In order to access the filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? Fuck no, man. Are you serious?
0 Day? No, I mean SIRS. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
Blah, blah, fucking blah. Are you done? Seriously.
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Say what?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Any bright ideas?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down. These doors are sealed until you take out the microwave drones.
What am I doing here? Beginning investigation. Engaging target. Engaging hostile targets.
Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
Any bright ideas?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
So we just unplug the lot and plug them back in?
Close enough. Something about this drone. It can't seem to take a fucking hint. you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bombs were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Not exactly to make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Area clear. Moving on.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Let's go.
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SIRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
I need help. Prepare yourself.
Could you do something about this drone? It can't seem to take a fucking hint. Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bombs were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
This microwave drone has been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her? Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Bugger off, you clinging little bastard. No, I am not your new daddy. Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little sign-offs you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Appreciated, Bagley. Now let's finish this.
With pleasure. I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
What now?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
What about Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Really? Why can't we just drive that car right into the river?
Believe me, I'd love to. But he might be part of Zero Day.
Auto drive now
I just don't know
enabled.
how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Hello, Richard. We see you're trying to find us.
Yes. This is Tansy Pemberton Barlow. I own a number of units in the Barbican, and let me just start by saying that I find it terribly rude and disrespectful that as a long-time and upstanding resident of this...
I thought we warned you about trespassing, yeah?
That's right. Didn't learn your lesson, huh?
Please, I was just taking a picture of the exterior for...
Oh, did you hear that, mate? He was taking a picture.
A bloody picture!
Now listen here, you knob. This is going to be our final warning to you. If we ever see you coming around here again, the police are going to have to put out a missing persons report. And I think you know how effective they are these days, yeah?
I understand.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential on Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Like, data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision-making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. all these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behavior in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buccaneer, keeping the resistance informed. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember, nobody owns you but you.
Auto drive now
Malik has been
disabled.
secured at the safe house.
All right. Well, now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Let's see it.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
Security around the artifact seems to have calmed down. This may be a good time to give the stealth heist another go.
Auto drive.
Who the fuck sent this? People like you are why everything's shit. Yeah, you're standing too close, mate.
It's easy to talk about change. It takes guts to go out and make it happen. You have guts, I think.
Are you with DedSec?
Let's say I know people who know people, understand?
Oh, sick. Because I got a beef with Plan Kelly you could help me with.
Go on.
Right, so, some gangster dickheads are fucking with good people down at ends, saying they'll, like, keep them safe or something if they pay. These dickheads are robbing shopkeepers, people like my nan. So I reckon we thief all the crypto they took, got me a proper hack to drain all their accounts, but this is the tricky part. I need their private key to do it.
And you need DedSec to find the key for you?
You smart, fam. Look, get me the file, and I'll get back everything the gangsters took.
Help a sister out, and I'll owe you big time. Know what I mean?
All right. We look into it.
Network traffic points to the private key being on some kind of mobile server, probably a van in one of their hideouts. case you forgot, the private key you're after is on a server in a van.
Right, got it.
That's the vehicle there. This is a highly placed Albion informant, or as they're called in America, a narc. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get his comeuppance. Good on you.
Thank you.
I have the key. Now find me a good drop site fast. I will meet Hacker there.
Got it. Pushing the location now. You're being followed. Try and lose them.
Over.
Good. You lost them.
Where did they go? Shit. All units, disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
Where are you? You're supposed to drain the account.
Yeah, I ain't too far. Staying covert and getting the key wirelessly.
be daft to be out there while Clan Kelly's looking for their dosh.
Please, that'll never happen. We'll be in and out before... Oh, no. There they are. Clan Kelly hostiles incoming.
Roger, all right. I'll keep them occupied. You grab the...
That's pretty much the opposite of what our prospect would have wanted. Oh well.
Just give me a minute. Do your part. Report suspicious activities to authorities without delay.
That really was something special. Now there's something. Holy fuck! That is not right.
That's right, I'm still drawing breath. Hold your applause.
That's the spirit. Good to see they didn't break all of you.
This is wrong.
Oh, hi. Are you with... Oh, how do I put this? I recently reached out to some people who... Fuck. This is impossible.
Take it easy. I'm with DedSec.
Shite. That's a relief. Can't be too careful, right? With them Albion wankers. But you... I don't know if you understand how much people appreciate what you've done in Southwark.
Thank you.
Well, get this. I've done a little bit of hacking myself, right? Real quiet. Don't dig too deep where they might have caught on, but guess what I found? Albion's Global Information Centre is right here in London. Global! You understand? Everything's run out of there. Coordinated, like operations, tactical, whatever. Even finances. The sheer amount of data is... The server banks needed to manage all this shite are huge.
So wait, you're saying we could shut down Albion's international operations? Is that all? I love it!
Christ, I can't believe this is actually happening. Okay, it's all in Nexus Tower. Do this, and it'll really rally the borough, DedSec.
Wasted time, wasted life.
This is a huge opportunity to really stick it to Albion. Not just here, but everywhere they operate. Everywhere they're stomping on human rights.
The server floor is accessed by elevator, and seeing how this is pretty much Albion's global war room, expect heavy security.
Welcome to Nexus Tower.
Position. I'm taking fire! It's time to play. Reloading!
Get all 3 units to my location.
Get behind cover!
Code 3. Closest units proceed to alarm location.
They're wounded!
Shit! Staying down! Moving to engage.
Location sent. Need a 1013.
You're outmatched.
Live alarm. Location sent. Need a 1013.
A no human zone? How refreshing. So clean, so organized, so peaceful. They follow strict environmental controls in the server silos. Luckily, you can take control over the maintenance drones.
The easiest way to completely scramble their information center would be to cause a surge in the power core.
So what do we do?
They use high-capacity battery banks to ensure backup.
Who's there?
That's it. Drop this battery bank in the core and Albion Logistics, done. Tactical assessment, kaput. Whatever operational algorithms they rely on, all gone. Get to it. knows Albion's Global Information Center. How about we let the people of Southwark know? I have an idea.
Everyone must have seen this. The borough will get inspired. People will mobilize. This is good.
Add this to everything else you've done in Southwark. The people are gonna back you, DedSec. And so am I. You can call on me if you think I can be of help. Anytime. Cheers.
You may have to make good on your promise someday. We'll be in touch. Yeah, you fucking know it.
Albion's Global Operations Center is out of commission, is bound to get people thinking that things are on the outs for Albion. You did well.
Thank you.